Hello everyone, my name's Jonathan Little. I'm an old codger trying to play online Texas Hold'em with the kids. Today, we're going to try to get rich or die trying. There's a game called the Venom because exactly like ACR, this unlicensed, unregulated, illegal poker gambling site, this tournament is going to suck the rake out of almost everyone in the site and is going to bust almost everyone in the site. So we'll play this. What else do we have? Let's see. Oh, it looks like we're at the final table already. Great. Oh no, let's just make it a normal red felt because we are regular, reasonable humans. Oh gosh, how in the world am I going to see these cards? They're going to make me use these ugly black cards. Okay, great. Great. All right, let's get in. Every other tournament. Today, we are not going to play every single game like last time. Today, we're only going to play something like, I don't know, $100 buy-in tournaments and more. I don't really want to be in 100 tournaments today. But we are going to play a nice full slate of Texas variety tournaments. As you see, we're loading up the $600 game, we're loading up the $2,000, $2,500 game, etc., etc., etc. This tournament here, we're actually going to make it blue, because the blue tournament is the one that one of you is going to win 5% of today. Now, let's have some ground rules right off the bat for this $2,500 buy-in tournament. I'm going to play this as many times as I need to. So the way this is going to work is if you win the giveaway today, you get action in whatever I have at the end of this day today. If I have to play it next week, you're not going to have any action in that, okay? I think that's fair. That lets me give away 2 giveaways instead of 1 in case I bust multiple times today. $1,000 game starts in 9 minutes. Let's play that. We have done a giveaway since we started playing here. First few weeks we bricked. Last week and the week before, we cashed for about $8,000 each. So one of you won... how much did you win? $800. We gave away 10% of the $1,000 game. So that's cool. Do I even want to play this $50 game? I guess I don't know. Ugh. Okay, raise, get 3 bets small, whatever. This is one of these spots where we just got to see the flop and get it in with any piece of the board. So now over here we have the 9 and the 8. Oh boy, this is good. Where's my Hold'em manager, by the way? Control-Alt-Delete. Make a task manager. Oh man, I had flop lag. That's brutal. I thought that I had this board with the 9-8. Oh goodness, right off the bat. They're already crushing the old fogey. Let's restart the Hold'em manager. Just check here. No reason to bet him. He's going to have some pairs sometimes and just never fold. Like rather, I don't feel too bad because he's going to call me very frequently. Let's just get the Hold'em manager up and running. That's step number 1. We're going to play the online Texas style. You got to have your heads up display. At least I do. Because I'm an old man. I can't pay attention to all these people. All right. Let's continue getting in some games. I guess I'll register this $50 game. Who cares, right? I'm not playing any satellites or any of that. I'm not playing in this turbo nonsense. Not playing this thing. I'll play this thing, though. Gosh, raise 3-bet again. I think this is another spot we're just supposed to call and put our money if we get anything. So now I think we just want to lead, because if we check, he's going to always bet, and then we're just getting it all in every time. Whereas if I lead, he'll fold every once in a while, which is obviously fantastic. I think we binked over there with the Queen 10. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We'll re-enter if we have to. Looks like we binked, so that's good. Heads-up display should be arriving in a second. Ooh, if it's not, that's not going to be good, is it? Oh, maybe I didn't bink. Did I lose? Oh, no, that was the ace-10 hand, whatever. You know, you all see the beginning of these streams. Usually we brick off a few games and go from there. So again, we're just going to be in all the tournaments. I probably shouldn't be registering for all these ahead of time, so I guess I'll just chill out. So for the next 3 hours, we're good to go. All right. Where is my heads-up display? Is there a problem with Hold'em Manager today? I sure hope not. If so, I'm going to be a sitting duck. for literally all the money. That's not good. You don't want to be a sitting duck for all the money. I think we can call here. It's not a great spot. I think it's... Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Nothing makes me happier than seeing that mess of stats all over the table. Whew! It's a lifesaver. Absolute lifesaver. I'm going to raise this desk a little bit. Normally I'm working like kind of in this vicinity, but there we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I think we're in the games. That's a cool turn. I'll probably check raise all in on this turn. All right. So we're just in everything. I think we're good. So we can just kind of forget about all these games. Ugh, brutal. So I was obviously going to check raise the turn there. I mean, I have to bluff the river, right? Question is, how big do I go? I think I go 12. If he has an ace or like two pair he's never folding, I think 12 will often get a hand worse than a jack to fold for sure. And if he does have a jack, it's also a pretty miserable spot. So I like that. All right, just so everyone knows what we're doing, top right-hand corner, $2,600 buy-in game. This is the Venom. We'll be giving away 5% of that in the very, very near future. Actually, we'll be giving away at about 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. This stream is going to go private at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You have to be a poker coaching member. Luckily for you, it's free to sign up. You can get a free 5-day membership. And then the links to the streamer in the dashboard at pokercoaching.com in the top right-hand corner. So that's that. Someone's going to win 5% of that. And then we just have a, standard slew of additional tournaments. I think we can probably spread these out a little bit today. This is going to be great for all the people who complain about, oh man, you're playing too many tables. I can't keep track of your 19 tables. Well, today we only have like 6 or 7 or 8, okay? Taking it easy today. Because whenever you play higher stakes games, you want to be able to focus just a little bit more. Matt Burns with the Twitch Prime sub. Thanks, Matt. If you're watching this on Twitter, if you're watching this on Twitch, and you have Amazon Prime, you can give me a subscribe for free. Click on subscribe, scroll down to Twitch Prime, and they'll literally give me, Jonathan Little, like $2.50 just for fun. Do you need to do anything to get in on that giveaway? Yeah. Go to twitter.com/Jonathan Little, retweet the tweet where I talk about the giveaway. Make sure you're a poker coaching member, and then you will be in. Take a quick break. We'll be back in a few. Good luck from Pensacola. Hello, hello, Pensacola. Welcome. That's where I'm from. Wish I was in Pensacola playing the online Texas Hold'em right now. That'd be a whole lot more fun than sitting right here. But that's okay. All right, we look like we're good. We have another game. All right, $1,000 games. We have 3 legitimate poker tournaments happening today. Okay, very, very important. 3 legitimate games. We have the $2,500 game in the top right. Bottom right is $600 game. Bottom left is $1,000 game. Okay, we started today with $14,000 in the account, so there's a chance we busto ourselves, which would not be so good because nobody has ACR money right now because everyone's just giving it to the venom. It's all being sucked away from all of them. Let's see how much money I actually have right now. Okay, so after buying into this slew, we have $8,600. Okay, that'll be fine. 8,600 is plenty. Plenty, 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 plenty. Plenty. All right. Hello from Gainesville, Florida. All right. All the Floridians here today. We have a Florida-only stream, apparently. Do you think ACR is rigged? No, I do not think ACR is rigged. It's certainly not rigged against you if you're playing tiny stakes games. A lot of people think that all these sites are going to rig it against them just because they can, and that's just not true. Factually and accurate. If they're going to rig it against somebody, it's going to be usually in the higher, the medium stakes games, not in the small stakes games. But no, I do not think this site in particular is rigged. I think some sites could be rigged, but this is not one of them. I mean, as much as I adamantly, speak openly and honestly about the site, whereas the shills will not, I do not think this site is actually rigged. I think this site is more so very, very aggressive with their spending, very, very aggressive with their lack of making their program functional, and I think they use some very, very bad business practices. But that's okay, right? They're probably going to bankrupt themselves at some point in the future. And when they do that, they're going to take away your money. They're just not going to repay you. But I don't think the site's rigged. So I just want to make that very clear. What's this say? Can check raise 974, check folds when shallow. Oh boy, this guy's a battler. So we're against under the gun open. Maybe we should just 3-bet this. I could get behind that. I think that's fine. I think flatting's fine too. Maybe we're just supposed to always 3-bet. I don't know. Will this be private? You won't be able to see the outcome of the games? No, you can definitely watch it. Go to pokercoaching.com if you're a member, and you'll do that. If for some reason the site doesn't work, go to www.pokercoaching.com. Don't know why that didn't function properly. I figured that since we're going to be playing this site today, we have to get out the Party Poker Cup to represent a legitimate poker site. Party Poker is not paying me any money to represent them, but I happily represent any legitimate site over, this one. All right, this is a bit unfortunate. Usually when this guy checks, he's going to have a whole lot of kings, which is I'm dead against, or he's going to have a whole lot of pairs, or a whole lot of ace high. Ugh. If he checks, do I blast it? Jesus Christ. He's all in. He bets all of it. I mean, he just clearly has a king here, right? I mean, it's a pretty bad spot to jam because I could obviously have an 8 and I could obviously have a king. So here we're going to call turn and then fold river. He has to be very careful blasting it there all in. It's just insane to do it as a bluff. It'd be absolutely insane to do it as a bluff. Been a premium member 10 days and you already learned a lot. Great. Glad to hear it. No need to bluff here. If he has 2 pair or set or anything like that, he's just not going to... Full house, he's not going to fold, right? Well, flush, he's not going to fold. Any flush is not going to fold. You have to be a premium member. No, I told you literally it costs $0. Come on, everyone. Go to pokercoaching.com/5free to sign up. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. We're going to jam it here. This guy's relatively loose. I mean, we're going to bust here a lot. Like, he's going to call a ton, but we do have a little bit of fold equity. Little bit's all you need. You don't need a lot. And like right here, we're flipping, right? And, sometimes you win the flip, sometimes you don't. And that's A-okay. So we have a few plays written down we're going to try today. We're going to be a playmaker. Nothing's more fun than making plays at the lag kids. Like right here, we're just going to be check raising this guy, I think. It's exciting play. And if we turn any additional equity, we'll just keep betting. And if we don't turn any additional equity, we're going to be done. Now, obviously, it could connect okay with this board from the cutoff. I think I'd rather this play from the against earlier positions because they're going to connect worse with this. But, you know, whatever. If he re-raises, we obviously fold. But this is a spot where I would definitely like to raise with some nuts. I definitely like to raise with value. And I think we get to get away with a few more bluffs, especially when deep. Ooh, boy. So now we're going to triple, obviously. We're going to go kind of big on the turn and then very big on the river. May actually end up putting him all in on the river. I know it's a $2,500 game. We'll re-enter if we have to. Maybe I'm supposed to go even bigger on the turn, like 20. 20 would make it 60. Cool spot. If he like min raises me, we'll call and try to spike, right? If he raises big, like all in, obviously we fold. It's always a bummer whenever he raises all in, but that's not going to happen all that often. Oh, God. Do I go all in or do I bet smaller? Well, if he has, like, any flush, he's not going to fold. But right here, I think flushes... I guess the ace of spades really discounts the number of flushes he can have. Yeah, we got to jam. Ace is... Like, if he has any flushes, obviously calling. But if he doesn't have a flush, it's such a miserable spot to be in. I guess if he has, like, king of spades 10, he's probably supposed to hero. I don't know. I think we do need to jam, though, because if he does, like, randomly have a straight or randomly has a set or two pair, you really don't want him calling, like, a 30 big blind bet, which he will always call. But if we jam, he's not going to call too often. Maybe he still calls every time. I don't know. Who knows what they're going to do. But we get the fold. We get the triple through already. Check, raise, flop, bet, turn, rip it, river. All right. All right. Ah, it's a lot of fun. Hello from the Caribbean. Bahama Dawn. Oh, my God. I love the Bahamas. I don't know if you're in the Bahamas, but I love the Bahamas. I was really, really hoping Party Poker would get to do their tournament there in November, but I hear they're now quarantining people for 14 days coming in, which is probably intelligent. But obviously, no poker tournament's going to be happening where you have to get quarantined for 14 days. So it's kind of a bummer. Here we raise and get 3-bet. Guy has a big 3-bet. I mean, I'm just not folding the suited connected type stuff. Maybe I should fold. Folding might be fine. Maybe we're supposed to 4-bet. We could 4-bet. Sure. Dial it. Raise under the gun, call, check, check, bet small, call, bet medium. It's probably just a fold. We do dial in the 4-bet with the 10-8 suited. Apparently we came to play today. This old fogey came with some moves. We've already attempted a few of them. 4-bet more, triple more, check, raise, flop, small, bet, turn, blast, river. Check, 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 check. We've already done all the plays today. Oh, man. Do you think if you played fewer tables, you could focus more? I don't need time to focus on these decisions. I'm not actually old. I'm a sprightly young man. I'm not the least bit concerned with the amount of time it requires me to go. We can obviously go very, very quickly. This is about, I don't know, a third the number of tables we normally play. So we are fully focused today. This is as focused as I can be. You all see me when I have to play one table. I lose my mind. Literally lose my mind playing one table or two tables. I know a lot of Twitch streamers are used to banging on drums and having their bells and whistles out and messing around insanely, an insanely high amount. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to win money. And, well, that often requires playing a lot of games. This guy's kind of ridiculous, so I'm just going to give him every opportunity to be ridiculous. Maybe I'm supposed to raise this small. I think multi-way you probably want to raise this a little bit bigger. I mean, he's going to be value betting worse here a lot of the time, as he did. It's a weird bet. So here we're just going to triple again, but now we're not tripling. Have we ever been in disgust with Maggie to discuss this poker site? No, because this person tried to basically lie about me on social media and talk very rudely towards me on social media, so I blocked them, like I do any troll. If you're an internet troll and a loser and you will not have a civil conversation, don't expect Jonathan Little to put up with your nonsense. Whenever you're on social media, it's important to realize that you are coming into my house. When you come to my social media platform and want to talk poorly to me, I'm allowed to kick you out. So when Maggie came to my house and started being very, very rude and malicious, kick her out, right? I have no problem with that. And I don't think anyone should. If you're not going to have a civil conversation based on facts and logic, then you can GTFO, as they say. Here we 3 by the ace jack offsuit. Hello from Bolivia. Nice. Never been to Bolivia. Yeah. Monkey, if you've seen him on Joey Ingram's show, you need all you need to know. Because clearly, well, Joey Ingram has given his presumably unbiased responses to that. And he has very similar thoughts to what I have. And that's okay, right? I mean, look, everybody who has half a brain who's not a shill for the site knows that it's not good. And that's okay, right? We need to get in our volume. They're going to put on big tournaments with overlay. It's going to suck for those people who get screwed. So make sure you keep 1 day's worth of volume on here. Let me give you my little disclaimer. You see it at the bottom of the screen here? Do not play on unlicensed, unregulated, illegal poker gambling sites with money that you care about. Why? Because they are going to run off with it at some point. Okay? Okay, we don't have to discuss that anymore. Ace-4 suited. What's this guy do? Calling station fish. Great. I will play against the calling station fish all day, every day. God, this just keeps happening. Raise under the gullet. Tight guy 3-bets. 4 into a load. All right, we call. Oh, man, oh, man. You have to realize, if you just hit anything in these scenarios, you're more than happy getting all your money in. Check, 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 check. They're playing well, too, by betting tiny, which is a bummer, because it's, like right here, this is actually close, but I think it's still just a fold. Yeah. Makes me want to vomit. What we're going to bet here. 8. We're going to go 8 because he has a whole lot of Queen X here, and he's never going to fold. So I'm going to bet turn here. How much do we bet turn? I think we go 10. And if he sticks around, we're not going to bluff the river in this spot. Did we get called? That's not good. Ugh. I mean, clearly this is just going to save us, so I never have to bluff this river. Bluffing this river would be really dumb. Let's see. I have to send my friend $1,000 because he's busto. Funny, he needs 1,000 to play the Venom, but he can send me on the Venmo. Yeah, obviously. Okay. All right, let's see. I love how they wait till I start streaming to ask for all the money. Go figure. Okay. Everyone wants money on this site today. All right. Well, now we're down to, where'd my little pen go? Now we started with 13K. It's not exactly how much you want on this site. Hello from Portugal. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you playing the Venom that will suck the life out of all of you? Yes, it's right up here. It's the one in blue. Pretty nice blue, soothing color because we're going to play nice, tight, nitty poker on this table. I mean, sometimes that's going to mean you have to check raise with nothing, bet, turn, and jam river and all, but that's fine. How many tables are we in? Oh, way fewer than normal. Only about a third of them. You thought I said ACR was a bad, untrustworthy site. Oh, I did. Are you not listening to what I'm saying? What's the strategy since if you play one, you can play again next week? No. So this idea of, like, I'm going to play crazy because I can re-enter is ridiculous. You do not want to play crazy because you can re-enter. Instead, you want to just play good, fundamentally sound poker. This is what a lot of people do wrong in, like, WPT tournaments on day 1A. They think, oh, all right, I can just do whatever I want. And that's just not true. You just need to play good, fundamentally sound poker. Like, check raise, flop, queen high, bet turn, go all in on the river for 100 big blinds. Just good, fundamentally sound poker. Nothing fancy. This is a multiple day tournament. The plan for me is to play probably up to twice today. And then next week, I will probably get after it. I'm not going to bluff this guy. He's CSF. That means calling station fish. So we're just going to check and try to drill it. Hello from Canada. Hello, hello, hello. No need to bluff here. I mean, like, he's going to have a king a lot. He's going to have an ace a lot. If he bets, I'm just going to fold. It's so easy for me to have an ace or a king that's not going to fold that it would be pretty ridiculous for him to bluff here. So anyway, we fold. It's fine. No need to get after it. Notes right here are very relevant. So I probably saw him do something insane for me to note CSF, calling station fish. Like you got to be pretty insane for me to actually be paying attention and seeing something like that. So anyway, my plan usually in re-entry tournaments is play day 1A. If you bust early, play again. If you bust very late, don't play again because your equity for the second entry is quite low. Then, if you don't make it through day 1A, guess it's just a fold. If you don't make it through day 1A, then you play day 1B, and then you just play, again, normally on day 1B, but, you re-enter generally as many times as you have to. So, well, I don't know, we'll probably come with like 5 bullets ready or something for day 1B on next week if we have to. Ideally, you don't have to, but that's the plan. That's a good flop for the queen, 9 of spades. Why is ace-5 suited part of the under-the-gun range? It's good. How much do ACR pros get paid to promote? Depends on who they are, right? I hear they're paying the vast majority of their shills about $1,000 a month. So, basically a pittance to represent an illegal gambling company. But hey, if you have no money, $1,000 a month is a lot. You can flip between thinking about range and specific card. I don't know what you mean, Ryan. I mean, the only player is to check call, because if the guy just has, like, anything, he's, there's just nothing good that can come from here, right? Like, we got him to bet twice with ace high, which is really all we can ask for. If we check raise at any point, he's just not going to pay. I don't think. I mean, maybe he pays, but I don't think he's going to pay. Check raise me, huh? Float. We got to float here with overcards and backdoor draw against anyone who's decent. And guy has like decent enough stats. Certainly doesn't look like a nit, right? And if we drill any good card on the turn, we can just very happily stick around. Okay. Sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. On our way to where the air is sweet. Brick City on the turn, so now we lose. Oh, yes, he's leading, he's leading, he's leading. Yes. I mean, you never raise with the nuts here. You only raise with, like, draws and 7x. You don't want to raise with this type of hand. Obviously, we call here. I think we just jammed this one in. Yeah, it's a big jam, but whatever. This guy only has 20 big blinds. And we're gonna make a big all-in over whatever he does. Yes, 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 yes. Now, if he has a 7, he's always going to call. If he has nothing, he's always going to fold, right? So I just really want to maximize the amount I win when he has exactly the 7. I don't think he's ever folding a 7. And if he does have... I think this one's good enough to limp, actually. Call. Fair coin flip. He has the ace-queen. I have the ace-king. So, you know, nice fair coin flip. Easy call here. Got him to go all in with the king and the 2. Yeah? Yeah? That's why you limp instead of open jam, because if you open jam, the opponent will fold. Whereas when you limp, they'll go all in and you stack them. What are you all talking about in the chat? You should not use a bank account to get money in and out of an illegal gambling operation. Think about how stupid it would... Let me just phrase it like this. All right, I need to get some money out of this site. This is an illegal gambling operation that the U.S. government does not like. Should I send that through a licensed, legal, regulated bank? Or should I be going through other methods, like, let's say, cryptocurrency or player-to-player transfer? If you want to cash out money right now, everybody's trying to take money. Find someone on Twitter who's saying, hey, I need some ACR money. If they're a legitimate human, then it's basically free to send it to them and you'll be A-okay. Mitt Romney, we'll have to just call against him. If someone's very, very old and they raise, you usually want to be a little bit more cautious, okay? This one's not good enough to limp, because if I limp this and he jams, it's actually not all... I mean, you're going to call, but you're not happy about it. Like with the ace-queen earlier, they're like, we were thrilled about it to call, right? So here we get it in, fair flip, and lose again. Get a Maggie Pie. There's a magic card called a Thieving Magpie. Did you all know that? It's a little thief. It's actually a fun card. I used to love the Thieving Mag... Oh my god, come on, ACR. I used to love the Thieving Magpie. It's like an Ophidian, which is a snake of some sort, apparently. That's what the card shows, at least. All right. Can we still register this thing? It's been going more than 2 hours. Maybe or 4 hours. It's 4 hours of late registration, but it started 4 hours, 20 minutes ago. Maybe they made it 4 hours, 20 minutes ago, so you can have your pop box. All right, this is a horrible flop for me. But I think we still just bet, right? He's not going to raise me all that often. He has to be very, very careful raising. And even if he does like raise small or whatever, I can still stick around, right? He does just fold though. Like if he has pocket nines, he's just going to fold. Online poker is harder than live poker. That's for sure. When people play better, turns out it's tougher. It's important to realize online poker is a heck of a lot tougher than live poker. That's why I was giving all the live pros a bit of a hard time for selling action for World Series of Poker events online at like 1.8 markup when I mean, even live, that's pretty ridiculous. But online, it's just absurd. All right, 9 to win 40. All right, let's try to drill it. 9 to win 40 is pretty good. We'll check and call a flop bet and then fold to an additional aggression. This is a spot where this guy may just bet everything. And if he just bets everything, we're still in fine shape, right? Now, once it goes check, 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 you got to presume he doesn't have a whole lot of ace X. Now, this level guy still could definitely have ace X, which is a bit of a bummer. But that's okay. We're just going to keep checking, because if I bet, only an ace is going to call, I think. And if I'm against an ace, I obviously lose, right? So I'll do everything I can to keep my opponent's ranges as wide as I possibly can. Because if I end up playing this pot against wide ranges, I'm in fine shape. But if I play this pot against tight ranges, I'm not. No need to bet against calling station here. 10's not great. He could have 10s, but I think we're just going to be showing kings or queens a lot here. He may show up with like ace-jack sometimes. He could have ace-king, right? There's nothing stopping the guy from having ace-king. You think you just want to bet the flop with ace-king. So ace-9, right? Fine spot to check ace-9 as well. Check, check, flop, check, check, turn, bet, river. Ugh. I have a whole lot of 9x, right? This is close. Because he doesn't need to bet ace-king. He just have like ace-3. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I'm going to fold. And I'm going to make a point to not really fold to that guy a whole lot more. I know I just checked behind turn here with this. It's fine. It went raise, pre-flop call, check, check. Now that he bets river, we'll just call. We lose to a lot of stuff here. So there's no reason to raise. Because if I raise, he's only going to call like 2 pairs and flushes and whatnot. How does Venom work? It's just a regular tournament, nothing fancy. Everyone likes to think that there's something fancy about all these tournaments. You put a name on it and slap a silly logo on the cards. Ooh, it must be special. All these tournaments, hate to break it to you, are just regular old poker tournaments. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Show up, play good, fundamentally sound poker, and you will be A-okay. All right. This is ridiculous. 10 tables? This is actually not anywhere near as much as we normally do. We're taking it easy today because we have $2,500 tournament, $600 tournament, and $1,000 tournament. Normally I have much more, but I think we just need to focus on a few big games today. Want to make sure we get every single check, raise, flop, bet, turn, jam, river spot we can. I don't miss any of them. You're the next Jonathan Little. Well, it's very important to find people who you aspire to be like, but I would definitely recommend better role models than myself. All right. How are we doing in these things? Have we won a pot yet? Oh, God, this is so terrible. We have a gut shot here. We have a gut shot. We have double gut shot? 8, 9, 10. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. 9, 10, jack, queen, king. So obviously we're not going to fold. Well, we should definitely just check. And we're going to fold to a bet. This is the spot where big blind obviously has all of this. You got to think some people just be like dumb and raise turn with like 10, 8 or something and then just check back river. You wouldn't think you'd bluff the river, right? All right, almost in last place. Okay, we're doing great here. We're 11th to 54 with 30 big blinds, so nice, well-structured tournament here. We're almost in last place. In the middle. Almost first place, that's good. In the middle. In the middle, great. We're just going to fold, obviously. He could, of course, be bluffing, but kind of tight player. It was a limp pot, so they can have all that nice connected stuff in the middle. So we're just going to get out of the way. I think we just check this back. Betting could be fine. I'm not really sure. You can go either way. If you won $1 million here, how would you get it out safely? You would cash it out to Bitcoin. Do not cash it out to Coinbase. We discussed this already. I made a video on how to successfully cash out from an illegal gambling operation. What you do is you put it on a ledger. You send it from this site to a Ledger Nano, a little device, or what's it called, Trezor, whatever. Any of that will work. And then from there, you send it to a exchange like Bittrex. Okay? So we're going to go from this. This is a guy, very tight guy, so we'll actually just flat in position. I know this may look a little bit funny, but you want to see flops against tight people. You want to go from this very illegal site to a pseudo-anonymous device, then to an exchange that, you know, they play within the rules, but they'll take your money from anywhere. And then from there, you go to Coinbase. So that's how you do that if you want to go through Coinbase. What Jonathan Little would do to get $1 million off is I send my friend James Romero a message and say, hey, James, you want this $1 million here? I don't really need it. He has a king and a king. Great. And he would probably take my $1 million. And then I'd get a US dollar bank transfer for $995,000 or something like that. Oh, what a mess he would have, huh? Wonder what discount you have to buy that at. All right, 11 to win 30. In position against, well, this guy? Sure. Yes! Yes! We have the power. Oh, everybody's texting me. Yes. Yes. He checks? Oh, boy. 12, I guess, right? If he folds ever, it's great. He may just be like attempting to check raise with something. I mean, every once in a while, it's going to show up with 9 and a 9. Guess I could have the queen 10. That'd be a whole lot of fun. Could you imagine a guy that shows up with the queen 10 offsuit? That'd be fantastic. I mean, he's just going to have aces and kings and ace king all the time here. Ugh, bad turn. Terrible turn. We went from the super nuts to now just like way less than the nuts. Please check, guy. If it goes check, check, I still just win like every time. If he checks the river, I think we do probably jam. God bless America. So now I lose to king, queen as well. I think we still have the best hand a lot. I can't value bet river, though. If he bets river, I'm going to call. Should I call? Maybe it's a fold. He's just going to check every time. He has like aces or ace king, right? Brutal. Just check, guy. Please don't go all in. Raise pre, check, check, or check bet call. Check turn, call, check river, call, check, check again. Easy call if he bets. Call. 10-9. Oh my God. Fuck, man. These people have no clue how to spell poker. This guy bet the flop with the king and the jack. Great, great, great. We are just going to get shafted left and right today. I can already feel it. Guy 3-bets to 10-9. Makes a straight against 2-pair and doesn't stack me. That's how you know this guy's a fish. All right. Relax yourself, Jonathan. Isn't it tough to play 5 or 6 tables? No, it's very easy. Check, check. Call any river bet. Guy just check calls with king jack, or calls the raise with king jack. Bets the flop with king jack. Doesn't bet the turn with the nuts, so he doesn't stack me. Whatever. Okay, they don't have to stack me, Jonathan. They don't have to stack me. Yeah, he has queen X a lot. Whatever. He does have the queen, obviously. Can't fold for 10 big blinds or whatever that was. Obviously, they would let me river the jack, of course. If you don't river the jack, it's like close to a fold, but I think it's still a call. Greetings from Argentina. Welcome. If it's your first time here, please understand this is actually a low number of tables. Normally, we're playing substantially more. We have this thing called a heads-up display. You can get my heads-up display completely for free at pokercoaching.com/HUD. Oh, man. But you see, that's why you don't fold the jack-8 suited, because this guy's 3-betting the 10-9, right? If you fold in those spots pre-flop, then you're just like folding away lots and lots of little bits of equity. When you're in position, closing the action, getting reasonable odds, you just cannot fold often. Are HUDs allowed in big tournaments? Is this called a big tournament? If it's on an illegal gambling operation, can it count as a legitimate thing? But yes, you can use, if the site allows heads-up displays, they're allowed on all the games across the board. How much time do you spend studying compared to playing? I study about 85% of my poker designated time. Play about 15% nowadays. Something like that. It'd be fun to watch me coach another eager player. Well, I've done that plenty of times at pokercoaching.com. In the premium section, there are 2 courses I can think of off the top of my head where I coach Blas Zerjau, who won $1.3 million, turned $5 into $1.3 million. That's a nice little spin up for him. And then Nickel Segel for the $25,000 buy-in tournament. I think we actually do bet here. As weird as that may look. We have the gut shot, right? When you have the gut shot and you have the backdoor diamond, I think it's okay just to go for a triple here. Are you ever worried that this site is going to rig it against me? No, I don't think they're going to rig the site against me. Why is everyone so paranoid? Everyone thinks that people are out to cheat you. How to money launder, nice. So I actually talked to my lawyer about this. Like, am I allowed to tell you how to successfully cash out the money in order to have fewer problems? I'm not telling you to evade taxes. I'm not telling you to break any laws. I want to make that very clear. If I was telling you how to evade taxes or break laws, then yeah, we might have a problem. But I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you how to cash out your money without perhaps having issues, right? There's nothing wrong with telling you how to not have issues when cashing out your money. I'm allowed to give you my honest opinion on how to successfully collect your money. Obviously, you should pay your taxes and you should not break laws. So those are all committing a mild misdemeanor by playing on this site to begin with, but we'll ignore that for now. Which book of mine should you get? Well, what are you trying to learn? It's a very important question, don't you think? We're going to check turn here. The guy's probably dead or nearly dead, and I really wanted to bluff the river. It's probably going to show up with a 9-8 or something. Easy all in here. I mean, he has a king a lot, but whatever. I do think we want to jam. I don't think we want to bet like 4 big blinds or anything silly like that. Called with nothing. Great, great, great. This is a very soft turn, by the way. The $100 warm-up, nobody knows how to play. They always do ridiculous things like that. I know that he had a full house. Don't worry. could have been a fold up here with that Jack 8. On that run out, the problem is he may only bet sets. But like if he, look, the problem is if he's 3-betting like 10-8 suited, he's going to have like ace brick of backdoor draw and nonsense, right? That he can get to the river with and want to bluff. He can do it like King X, right? If he's doing it with the 10-9 suited, he can have all sorts of garbage. So I guess I'm fine with it. I think normally it could be very close to a fold. And maybe even a fold against most regular humans. But, I don't know. Guy had a big 3-bet percentage. Obviously, we had a very small sample, but he 3-bet 11% at that point already. Now his 3-bet's 20%, right? So you just can't be folding against people who 3-betting 20%. Can't fold there. Can't fold there. Nate says unreal. Oh, nothing's unreal on this poker site. Have you ever played on this game? I have a piece of Faraz Jaka in all of his games. He was showing his Venom game. There was one spot where he raised, someone called, guy 3-bets from the like big blind or something. Faraz 4-bets to like, I don't even know, must have went 2.5 call, 12, 30 out of like a 45 big blind stack. Full fold, the guy called. Flop comes, whatever, they get it all in. The guy has the ace 2 of hearts. So he basically just like called it all off in the middle levels of day 1 in the Venom with like ace 2 of hearts. I'm telling you all, they don't know how to play. They literally have no clue how to play. And that's A-okay. I sound like Helmuth. Well, thank you, I guess. How many people right now do you think are playing Pot Limit Omaha and Blackjack on this site to try to get up to $2,500 so they can gamble in this giant tournament to try to turn their $2,500 into $1 million? Because we have to get $1 million, don't we? I'll tell you all the secrets to successful gambling lifetime. You ready to hear it? Play a lot in low variance games. That is how you win. You don't even have to have a big edge. You can have a small edge, but if you play loads and loads and loads in low variance games, you will crush your opponents. So look here, I think we need to go like 18, maybe like 16. I mean, like I understand like 12 is sort of like closer to GTO size, but we want to get very honest information from this guy. If he calls, I want him to have an ace, period. I don't want him to be calling with like pocket sixes because then I don't know if I need to barrel the turn or not because obviously he's never folding an ace, right? So we want to make sure that when he sticks around, he has something good. And I'm okay with that. He does fold though, right? So that's the spot where if I bet more like 10, there's at least some positive chance that he will stick around with sixes. And I really don't want to stick around with sixes. All right. We're grinding. Having a little party. I'm standing up today because my neck is hurting like crazy. Mr. James elected to headbutt me right before this stream, so I probably have a mild concussion. What are your thoughts on bounty tournaments? I don't know. Do you like playing them? Not especially. I know you need to get the Progressive Knockout Bounty Calculator at pokercoaching.com in the tool section. Very annoying to play with reg fish on Jack 8X board. I'll understand that you're going to lose sometimes, right? And that's okay. Just continue playing good, fundamentally sound poker. Don't worry about it when you get unlucky. Don't worry about it when you flop well and then lose. You play PLO. Which one do I prefer? 4 card as opposed to 5 card, I guess? Is that what you're asking me? Yeah, if you're watching, click the like button. If you like this, click the like button. But no, I played a lot of PLO and I thought it might become the game of the future, but it's clear it's not at this point. It's just like some other side game like Limit Hold'em, but not as dead. So I'm not spending any time on PLO at this point. That said, we do have a new book at D&B Poker coming out soon by Jay Nandez. I helped make that happen, so I'm very, very happy about that. I definitely realize a lot of people love PLO. They enjoy it. It's a fun gambling game. You can gamble your ass off. And it's a good gambling game. I don't really like it in live poker, though. In live poker, it's really slow. I don't like really slow poker, as you can tell, right? We like going relatively quickly. Did I see Doug Polk try to get the low-hanging fruit to needle Negreanu again? Well, that's how he operates. That's his whole shtick. All right, easy all in with the ace-queen suited. What is this, $160 game? Hey, we're almost in the money. Why are we even playing this thing? So, okay, what happened here? I think I raised, they went call, call, call. We just have to check here. It's not a great board for me. We get it all in, great. But, you know, so now we don't get in the money. Instead, we lose. What am I playing today? We're playing No Limit Texas Hold'em today. All no limit variety. No need to call here. Well, should I call here? He's got a lot of pairs, right? If the big blind bet would be an easy fold. I still think this is probably a fold, but that's the spot where you definitely could stick around. When small blind bet, small blind shouldn't have a whole lot of 6s or 3s, right? Any tournament books I'd recommend? Yeah. Secrets to Professional Tournament Poker. You all may not know this, but I've written all these books. You see all these books back here? All of those. Either I wrote or I've had a heavy hand in making. Also check out Mastering Small Stakes No Limit Hold'em. That is my default recommendation for basically everyone in today's game. Oh God, my neck's hurting so bad. Right here, I have a terrible crick in my neck. Gosh, it's so hot in here too. Gotta get the fan going. If that's too loud, let me know. I'm standing in a sauna. We have the heater up. It's, what's it say? 136 degrees in here. It's pretty warm. You know how to play. Just play the nuts. Yeah, it's really easy when you get the nuts. The problem is you don't get the nuts all that often. Sure, it's nice when you do, though. No need to defend even 2.1 here with the 10-5 offsuit. Oh my gosh, if we're going to play no games today, maybe I need to go and load up Hearthstone or something. This is an acceptable flop. Am I playing for all of it here? I guess if the initial guy check raises me, it's probably just a fold. As nasty as that is. Small blind calls. We're probably in fine shape against him. I don't really want anybody else to call. Terrible turn. This guy has no 3-bet percentage, so we'll get out of the way. This is a great turn here. Check, check. 8's not particularly great either. He may have 10-8 suited. Check, check's great. Show me the queen 10. Pocket 9's fantastic. That's an easy fold with pocket 9's on the flop, by the way. Even when it's 10 brick, when it's 3 ways with multiple people, or 4 ways with 2 people yet to act. I know the initial checker is going to be pretty weak, but the big blind can still have something, and I obviously have something betting into multiple people. That guy only wins when it checks down and he loses. The thing is, though, is that I'm always tripling when I miss, so he's never going to get to showdown cheaply. He's not just going to check call down with 9s on 10xx, right? So that's the spot where he just loses like every pot by playing it that way. So you just got to fold on the flop. Like, yeah, you have decent equity on the flop, but you're not going to realize it at all. Okay. Guess we'll just check raise, right? Brutal. How do they not have anything on this board? Just keep checking here. It's kind of that same spot where it's like, if I bet and get action, I don't like it. So I'd rather just check and then check call. 20 big blinds deep. We will not call with the 2s. You haven't played live poker since March. I haven't played live poker since January. And that's okay. MMCA, I would actually bet with a high amount of certainty that if I won the $1 million tournament, I would get paid. High degree of certainty. ACR is a 10% deposit fee if it's not crypto. Is that higher than most sites? Most sites charge you no deposit fee. So is 10% higher than 0%? Yes, yes it is. Why, yes. Why, yes. What I don't really understand is why don't they just make this only a crypto site? Get rid of dollars and just make it crypto and forget about it. Right? That way, at least you're even just like a hair more insulated from doing something illegal because, well, I mean, to be fair, they don't like, America doesn't like crypto sites either, but you're at least a hair more insulated. What, you think that'd scare off a lot of people? I mean, I don't know. Does that scare them off any more than the CEO of the site berating people on Twitter all day and having half-nude Nicki Minaj avatars? I don't know. 10K guaranteed, 20K guaranteed, all these little birds. All right. This guy checks will obviously bet. What does D plus B mean? D and B Poker. Stands for Dan and Byron. They were the two founders of D&B Poker. Real creative, I know. We don't need to go too big here with the King-Queen. Oh, reasonable flop. Just drill it out of the park. Should I go ahead and raise? No need to bet here. He could just have the 9. He doesn't have the 9 very often, but he could have the 9. He could also have ace-king. We'll just call. Ah, God, check raise me out of my seat. Nice hand, clown. Don't worry, that's his name. So we're going to call again, and then I'm going to rip it in on the river, probably. Do I ever jam? No, that'd be silly. 24, though, I think is nice. 42? Is 42 good? Yes, it's good. He's going to have a lot of 7x here and whatnot. Please don't jam me. Oh my God. Can you imagine he jams me? I mean, it's just a fold. Please don't jam me. Please don't jam me. Okay. So here we're going to float. It's not a particularly great turn. Well, can this win at the showdown? I don't think so. He's going to call with any ace, obviously. He might fold a queen, though. Any ace, easy call. Can't be too sad about that one. I like it. Thoughts on PLO short stacking? I made a lot of money playing 200, 400 PLO short stacking back in the day when you could do it for 20 big blinds. It was really good back then on Party Poker. I'm sorry, on Poker Stars. Then they changed it to 40 big blinds, and then it made it way more difficult because you actually had to be good at PLO then. Turns out it's hard to win at 200, 400 against good PLO players when, well, it's way easier to win with 20 big blinds because you just get good cards and put them all in. How much time do I play poker for income? Well, this session. This is my one session per week. So, it's 12 hours a week. Oh, gosh. If sitting goes the hardest to win money, I don't think so. I think probably Zoom cash games, fast forward cash games are probably the hardest to win money. Very few people win at that. That very specific form of niche poker, I do not recommend any of you. You're playing Highlander Priest. My problem with Highlander Priest is it takes forever. I wish I had more stats on this guy. It's pretty loose. Like, if I was looking at exactly these stats, I think I would jam. But it's 12 hands, right? So I don't think I can justify jamming. Fortunately, we don't have to sit here and grind out poker all day to make income. Used to. Did that for many years. Turns out if you do something a lot and you're pretty good at it for many, many years, we only did it for, solid 10 or 12. If you do that, you don't have to do it anymore if you don't want. Now, I like making content for all of you. This last week has been spent grinding hard writing a book. It's probably why I have a terrible neck pain. Oh, from bad posture, etc., etc. We'll make some money from that. God, this is so bad. I mean, you're supposed to fold here. When you get min 4-bet, you're really only supposed to fold out the ace-x offsuit type stuff because you're just going to be very dominated. And you're going to realize your equity very poorly, even in position, so we're fold. Guy's probably like literally never bluffing. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Any reasons you would play on this unlicensed, unregulated, illegal gambling site? Yeah, they have good volume. Obviously, we're not folding. We play this just like we play our aces. Check, call, flop, check, call, turn. Do we call river? Probably not. It's very hard for him to have a 3. Easy call here. He has a 7 and a 7. I have an ace and a 7. Okay, call. That was just unlucky. I like that hand. That was nice. Easy when the opponent just flops the nuts. Could you imagine just sitting here and they just stone set up your opponent? So far, we've been stone set up at least 5 times I can remember. And we've only been playing for an hour. Well, hour and a half. 5 times we've been stone set up. And we still have chips in a few tournaments, so that's good. Have any poker players tried to get the legal poker sites back in America? By doing what? Bribing politicians? We're not the horse betting industry. This guy's apparently not here. Don Peepee. Maybe I'm supposed to jam. Yeah, I should have just jam flop. Sorry, everybody. I'm not playing well. God, it's probably a fold on the turn. I think we can get value here. He has to be very cautious raising because I could just have the nuts, right? So I think we can bet turn and now check, check river and have the best hand a lot. Nice value, sir. Nice value. You all can clap if you'd like. I think we're just going to rip it in here. I don't love it. It's a little bit big. Maybe we're not supposed to. Guy's kind of tight. Nah, it's just an all-in. I mean, what are you going to do? It's just an all-in. I mean, this is a spot where like we could conceivably fold. If you told me you folded here, I wouldn't be too unhappy. But because the guy's kind of tight, right? But he's still going to raise middle position with stuff. We're still going to have equity against like 7s when he calls. So, whatever. You don't love it, but I think it's an all-in. I don't think we're printing loads of money or anything by doing that, though. I think we can... You always have to be careful raising in spots like this because you don't want to raise and then get re-raised. That's such a disaster. Is this a lead? I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, it's a lead. Eh. Not sure. Actually, this is probably a check. We'll lead. Who cares? We'll check this. Get splashy on turns. We'll probably call here. It's a little bit splashy, I know. Easy call. Finally, I have the nuts. Did our lead get through? No. We'll try it all in. We'll try it out. I don't feel good about this one. I feel actually quite bad about this one. Oh, I feel bad about triples all the time and they get through, though, so who cares? What? You know, whatever. Re-enter. Re-enter, re-enter. Can this guy just have the 8-7 for me, please, and rip it in on me? Please just have the 8-7. Please have 8-7. I need this guy to fold and this guy to have 8-7. Instead, I'm probably not going to get either of what I want. Oh, gosh. Just fold, guy. What the hell is this? Against 2 players, just got to get out of the way. Same story here. He called me. He had the ace and the 3. Oh, he gets CSF tag. Can I give that hit to him before he before I leave? Ah, oh, brutal. I need to give him a CSF tag for sure. Anytime anyone makes a horribly bad call, you definitely have to give them CSF tag. It's very, very important. I'm okay with that bluff, though. I mean, obviously, the guy had literal nut low and decided to call the all-in anyway. Do you feel pregnant because you've impregnated Nicki Manish? I mean, I feel a little bit bad for my wife, but what can you do? It was either me or the coke dealer. So, I mean, this is easy all-in, right? Obviously, we're just going to run into it. Easy all-in here. This guy's very loose. Obviously, you don't love it. What'd I lose to here? Ace king to all the nuts. Fine, 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 fine. Re-enter, 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 re-enter. Bust me, Nagy. Shaft me to tears, Mr. Nagy. Thank you so much for the hose down. Good thing we're on break, because I'm not really sure how many more tournaments I could bust in like that last 4.6 seconds. Probably almost out of money. Down to $6,000. Let's see. What's going on in the world? It's break time. Good, 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 good. Do we have any chips in any tournament? None. 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 And none. Okay, great. Break time. Trying to go to break. Come on, program. There you go. Hello everyone, my name's Jonathan Little. We're playing some No Limit Texas Hold'em today. We've lost every pot so far. Literally torched our money. So now I'm having an ice cream sandwich, because, you know. Can't win, have an ice cream sandwich. Is there a way to win and not feel bad? I don't have any feelings whether I win or lose. Unless I punch the wall. You continue betting on the turn river when you check raise the flop and get called, and your nut draw misses. Did you not watch me triple barrel for the $2,500 buy-in tournament up here just a second ago? I had a backdoor nut draw. I actually had a backdoor queen high draw, and I still got it all in. Ooh, a great hand. A+ hand. Check raise flop, bet turn all in on the river for 2x pot. It was good and he folded. It tasted so much better than the sandwich did. And then this guy over here shafted me. But that's okay. That's okay. Relax yourself, Jonathan. Just win the venom, because all you need in your life is a lot of venom. Apparently. If you calculate your hourly rate in big tournaments. It doesn't really matter. Some things just don't matter. Can someone please just go all in with me? Oh, gosh. Nut low flop. Literally the nut low flop. This just drills bing bong so hard. You can still hear me, John. I don't care. What's going on with my hair today? Do I have chocolate in my hair? Nothing more fun than chocolate in your hair. Oh, man. I'm just going to 3-bet this and get it in against this guy. I know it may be a little bit loose, but look at this guy's stats, right? 25, 20, 13% 3-bet, etc., etc. Check, check. Let me beat your ace-jack, please. Please check, check, bing bong. This would be a bad check back if I have the best hand here, it's a bad check back by the opponent. Under the gullet raise, we'll call. Easy call here. Oh, aces. Thanks. Thanks. This fucking game. Oh, my God. They are getting me left and right today. Give the guy loose stats and then let him have aces. Easy call, though. Easy, easy call. Here we just call against the under the gun raise from general tag. Funny enough, I think we're supposed to fold to a bet on this flop. I know that may seem really, really nitty, but I think it's actually just a fold. This is a terrible flop for me. It's like awful. Clearly nails the opponents as well. That may seem really tight to a lot of people, but I think that's just good poker. The thing is, like, what does that guy's range look like when he bets under the gun into 3 people? It's just gotta be a whole lot of hands like overpairs with a heart, right? It's gotta be a lot of hands like, It's gotta be a lot of hands like ace high flush draw. Right? All these hands, like, yeah, I'm ahead of, but if you just bet flop, bets turn, jams, river, or whatnot, I'm very, very unhappy. We have a very large collection of old poker books. Anyone interested? No. There's some valuable old poker books, believe it or not. I can't even tell who I'm against. Look at all this nonsense on the screen. Not my heads up display. I mean, all these people in the background. Like, I was about to bet here, and I realized the pot was too big. Great. Looks like I'm out of this tournament. We'll play again. Oh, man. I have a feeling we're going to end up with $0 in the account at the end of the day. Do we triple? He leads. He leads and saves me from myself. Check here. No reason to bet. Like right there, bad turn call. If it goes check, check, he loses. If I bet river, he loses. It's just like you got to get out of the way in those spots. Before leaving the table, open the hand replayer. This hand replayer doesn't work worth a crap. Brutal, brutal. I guess I'm just all in, right? Ugh, awful. All right, gets through. That felt bad. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Who used to say that? All the nerds say that, I guess. Feels bad. Understand your feelings are irrelevant. We're adults here. Hey, Mommy's in there asleep, okay? Mommy's in there? Mommy's in bed asleep. Go get her. You can't feel bad for other people's decisions. You can't feel bad for your own decisions either. Like betting this board and stacking off. You don't love stacking off on this board, but, you know, sometimes they just have it. And sometimes they don't. Obviously tripling this one. He has no feelings. Actually, I have plenty of feelings. I just don't care. Look at this Bing Bong guy just going off, man. Oh, I was so rooting for a heart there. I don't know who Best in Daybiz is, but Best in Daybiz, I'd much rather him win than Bing Bong, who got me a little bit earlier. All right, Razor Raymond, let's go. Razor Raymond got me earlier with the 10-9 suited 3-bet out of position multi-way when I flopped the top two. Think he'll do it again. 4 big blind raise, call. If this guy has very loose stats, we can rip it in here. I think PP's back though, so we should not get too optimistic. Okay, see how Don PP's back. We'll go for bluff here. Obviously, he's going to call a lot of ace-high type stuff, which, you know, should be some of his range. He does, of course. Snap me off, no problem. Nice hand. Nice hand, nice hand. You feel bad when you lose. Well, sorry. Try to not feel bad about anything. Realize that you made your decisions. Valuable sandwich poker. Yeah, I had the ice cream sandwich a second ago. I like that screen name. It was very valuable. Speaking of valuable things, in well, about 50 minutes, we're going to be going to a private stream for poker coaching members. Luckily for you, you can become a member for free for 5 days at pokercoaching.com/5free. And we'll stream all day. We'll probably go till about 3 a.m. till we're done. You think ACR is going to get shut down? The statement from Joey Ingram has you thinking. Understand, a lot of people love to build hype. Joe Ingram is a master at making people excited about nothing. And to be fair, he talks about a lot of good stuff too. But do I think they're going to shut down in the coming months? I've been telling you that since I started playing on this site, just because it's a shady, unlicensed, illegal site. I don't know of any insider news or anything besides it's a 3-person operation out of a closet in Costa Rica. If you can't hold together a 3-person closet in Costa Rica with literally hundreds of $1,000s in rake per day, you're not doing it right. But, you know, if you spend all day trolling people on Twitter, you're probably not doing it right. Not just running your business, I mean life in general. Whatever. A lot of people care about news and gossip and drama. I don't care about news and gossip and drama in the least bit. And I think that you'll find that most people who are doing decently well also do not care about news, gossip, and drama in the least bit. It's a good way to get views from people who care about such things, though. Do do you get tilted when losing to a range that has no reason to get to the showdown? Like that ace-3 a second ago? No. Guy got me. That's why I want to take notes. Okay, this guy's a calling station. Don't pay him off. Or don't bluff him anymore, right? This guy should have bluffed. Should have bet turn and river. He would have got through. Try to figure out what matters in life, and news, social media, noise, etc. very often does not. What matters in my mind is improving yourself, improving others around you, building a good community of people who care about the things that are relevant, and making the world a better place. That's just my opinion, though. We're going to call Don Peepee. What you got? An 8 and an 8. 8s are great. He needed 10s, though. You dream about poker. Very rarely, and almost every time I do dream about poker, it's almost always a hand that doesn't make sense. Like, I'll have the ace of spades in my hand, and the ace of spades will be on the board or something like that. All right. I may have to have another ice cream sandwich soon. I only have 2 left. And we're having no wine today. I've decided we're going to be a serious adult stream. No children allowed. As we say, the kiddie game's down the street. Everyone looking for a circus can tune off. All right, what are we looking at here? We're doing okay in the Venom, despite getting stone screwed by Razor Raymond. We have a decent stack in the 1,000, bad stack in the 600. We had to re-enter. Is this a cash game? No, this is not a cash game. We are playing for cash, but this is not a cash game. I think it's interesting that a lot of people are not willing to get out of their brains and realize that the chemical signals firing in their head doesn't impact the outside world in pretty much any way whatsoever. Just because you're having a rough go at it at this exact second doesn't mean you should be having a rough go at it. Doesn't mean you should be going nuts. Doesn't mean you have to be going nuts. But a lot of people think they should. All right, do I try to get this guy? If I had a diamond, I think I would, but I'm not on this one. Shorts. Use the shorts. I actually don't like Spaceballs whatsoever. I do like Star Wars a lot, which is probably why I don't like Spaceballs. Maybe I'm not a fan of low-hanging fruit humor. Do I bet this? Probably just no. It's a pretty solid river. Probably going to lose now. I was going to lose no money. Now I'm going to lose money. Yeah. Flush me. Oh, he has nothing. That's good. Why in the world would you bet with 10s there? Is the audio off? I hope not. Do I consider Stake Kings? I do not want to sell action of myself on Stake Kings because I know they charge you all a huge amount of VIG. Yes, we have the aces. We have the aces. I do not like the idea of them charging you 2, 3, 4, 8, 10%, whatever it is, to buy action for me. Because it just makes the staking deal itself very unprofitable for you. And I don't want to have you buying action in very unprofitable spots. Easy call here. We'll be fair flipping the vast majority of the time. We make nuts. So that's good. It's very important to realize when you're buying action in people, usually you're kind of working on a razor thin edge to where you're going to profit 10, 20, 30%. And if some Stake King site will charge you all of the profit. You just aren't going to win any money. What do we go here? 7.8 seems fine. Please just 4-bet me, sir. It's always nice when you 3-bet a tight player because they should have something good to open in the first place. You have a heads-up display. Yes, that's what all these numbers are. You can get it for free. pokercoaching.com/HUD. Oh, man, oh, man. This is not a good flop because he very easily could have the kings or the jacks, but such is life. He can also have the king-queen and the ace-king and the ace-jack and the queen-jack and the jack-10. You can have pocket threes every once in a while, I suppose. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, this is painful. This is so painful. They're just doing it to me today. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. We already had to fold kings in this tournament. We already lost with 2 pair. This guy's shallow, so we're going to fold. If he was deeper, we could at least consider splashing, but we're shallow, so we got to get out of there. I love the check-check. I love the check-check so much. Can I ever value bet this? This is close. I think it's actually close. The problem is he's like never going to call. He may turn a hand like ace-jack into a bluff on the river, or jack-10 into a bluff on the river, or something like that. This is a good flop as well. If he bets river, I think I have to call, because he could just be value betting thin, like ace-king. Really not a whole lot worse. King-10, yeah, he's not, like right there, he just shouldn't bet. If I bet the river, though, he may pay me. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm supposed to bet small on the river. That's one of those spots where against like really good players, you just can't bet there, because they're going to put you in miserable spots. But against weak players, you certainly can. Oh, Jesus. I mean, are you kidding me? This day, man. I mean, is this just a fold? I certainly wasn't planning on folding this, but this guy's under the gun. He raises the flop. He calls the check raise, and now he just half pots turn, no problem. This is a nitty fold, but I'm just going to fold it. Like, I just don't see the guy bluffing. Oh my gosh. What's happening today? I really am the next Phil Hellmuth, playing making nitty knit folds. Getting bad beat, but not getting stacked. I am the next Phil Hellmuth. You wonder how many tables I have. Oh, it's not very many, and it's not even hard to figure out. Look, count them. Count the corners. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 tables. Even some regular Twitch streamers can handle this many. You tried to sign up for the 5 days, but it charges. It does not charge you anything. It charges you $0. It will charge you $49 in 5 days if you don't cancel. You can cancel before then. Send an alarm. Cancel in 4 days. Get full value out of the site. Binge it. I don't care. If I don't add value to you, I do not deserve your money. And if you don't have 49 bucks you want to pay Jonathan Little and all of my coaches for coaching, I don't want it. That's A-okay. I will not be offended. So what you do, sign up. Costs $0. And then after 4 days, cancel. What is the risk of transferring from Ledger directly to Coinbase? It just adds like one more layer that gives you a little bit more security. Well, maybe not security, maybe a little bit more anonymity, et cetera, et cetera. Seems free to do, right? It costs you like literally nothing. Yeah, it's a bit of a hassle. I mean, like in theory, you could try to cash from this site directly to Coinbase, right? But it's like super risky. So it depends on the level of risk you want. I try to just tell you all the way to have the least amount of risk. Least amount of risk, you should flip it all over the place. Flip it to your friend and back and forth if you need to. Oh my gosh, I want to stack Razor Raymond so hard today. That would just make me so happy. This guy has no 3-bet percentage. So I guess we'll fold. Did you guys see my stats on that table? It was like 47-43. It's a little bit lag. Oh, Razor Raymond. Is this a 4-bet? Could be a 4-bet. He's just going to jam me, isn't he? All right, we'll fold this one. We'll fold this one. We'll get him later. I don't remember the movie Napoleon Dynamite. You know low-hanging fruit when you see it, though. Is blockchain the same as Gemini Exchange? I don't think so. I think Gemini Exchange is their own exchange, just like Bittrex is his own exchange. This is going to be a call, I think. It's kind of hard for him to have a jack or a 10, right? I blocked the 9-8. What's he even going to show up with here? Ace-jack? He could have ace-jack, I guess. Yeah, whatever, I pay. King and 8. Sure. 6.5 to win. 16.5. Ooh, it's close. Close, close, close. This guy's kind of tight, though, so I guess I'll fold. King 10 offsuit, small blind, 20. I think we'll just ship it. Seems fine. Let's pull out the handy dandy chart. Fair coin flip. Please. Okay, good. Let's see. Have a new version of the chart, or the app coming out soon. Pre-flop charts, stack size, 20 big blinds, select position, small blind, action, raise first in, king 10 offsuit. Raise smaller, call. So, it doesn't like it. Should have looked at it ahead of time, clearly. Raising Raymond as a bot. I doubt he's a bot. If he's a bot, he's not a very good one. He should have stacked me if he's a bot. Not so worried about bots. I'm happy to play against them all the time. Let's see. Can I just get all the venom, please? All I want in my life right now is all the venom. Stick it in me, Nagy. Hey there. Hey there, zooted pairs. Hey there, zooted pair. What a nice rhyme. Oh, we have the king-queen suited. Ooh, I love the king-queen suited. Woohoo, it's such a good hand. Okay. Okay. This is just a super nut turn. Are you kidding me? This stone drill him on the turn. Super nut turn because, like, obviously he has flushes, right? He has nothing, though. He doesn't have a 4. He doesn't have a 9. He doesn't have a club. He just has nothing. He just check called my flop out of position with a stone airball. Are you kidding me? What are they doing? What are they doing? Why are you min raising instead of 3xing it? You can use any size you'd like in this game. It's called No Limit Texas Hold'em. No Limit doesn't have to mean a lot. It can also mean a little. It's actually not no limit because you have to go at least 2 big blinds. And this site has a horrible user interface. Whoever is in charge of the site is spending literally $0 on engineering and all of the money on advertising. Because you see how they're spending money to get a bunch of mediocre poker pros to represent their site. But they're not really spending any money on engineering, which is why their site is, well, it crashes half the time and it's not very good, etc., etc. Jack 9 suited. This might be a call from small blind, especially against a super laggy guy. Well, 18 hands, who knows? Huge thanks to Brian. Yeah, we have Brian Doan on my team. He takes care of everything. Coinbase will freeze your account from gambling sites. I already told you all that. No one wants to listen, though. They just want to do their own thing and they want to be lazy. The problem, the reason why the vast majority of people don't succeed is because they're lazy. I just want to send it from this site to this site. Whenever I tell them, send it to this site, 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 and you'll have no problems. They'd rather have problems because they're lazy. Don't go on tilt, Jonathan. Don't go on tilt. Don't go on tilt. They don't know what's going on. It's okay. It's okay. They'll figure it out one day. Float. Deuce of diamonds. Has the HUD been especially useful yet? Of course it has. Are you kidding me? Have you seen me play without a HUD? I just lose. Instead, with the HUD, I win. Would you rather win or lose? It's up to you. You get to pick. All right, we're going to triple this guy. Well, is it a double if I just call the flop? Oh, man. Bad river. Like, any medium river is great. This is a bad river. Because on this river, he has a whole lot of 7x. But I have the queen high. Ugh. Man. Whatever. Just bluff. It's not... it's like never getting through. But he's got a lot of ace high here and a lot of king high, right? If he has a lot of ace high and king high, I just have to do it. Didn't even see what he called with. Oh yeah, jack. Obviously, jack's calling. Never, ever, ever, ever folding a jack. And I don't think he should fold a jack, right? I think it's a good play by the jack. Check, call, turn, check, call, river. Nice, easy play. We should probably make note on that. Check, call, slot, river, top, turn, BK. Okay. Good, good, good. I already told all of you the best way to cash out. I literally made videos for all this for you. If you all ask me a question and you ask it to me over and over and over again, I'll get the picture and make a video for it. It's literally sitting on YouTube, completely for free to you to watch. You don't have to ask me again. It's literally right there. All you have to do is go to youtube.com/pokercoaching, search Jonathan Little USA Cash Out. It'll come right up. And then just do that, and you'll have no problem cashing out of this unlicensed, unregulated, illegal gambling operation. You all got me being a little bit snippy today. Next thing you know, I'm going to be acting like Negreanu in here. Actually, that's not true. Oh boy, check, check, flop. All right. This is always unfortunate because he just has some 10x that just clearly never folds. But he's also going to have a lot of ace high type stuff. He can have 7x too, but let's just do it. Why can't you see the Venom table? Here it is. You see all this ugly background where you can't even tell who has cards? The website purposely makes it difficult for you to see who has cards on this table because this is the one where you're playing for all the money. It's literally as if we're at a wrestling ring here and we are fighting to see who the champion will be. That's a very good flop for me. What's up? Hello, Fred. Do we have any chips yet? We have literally no chips in any of these tournaments. 35 of 113. I guess that's a thing in the lunch. I'd love to get some lunch back. Why are you wearing a Disney mouse hat? This is my hair. This is not a Disney mouse hat. Could you imagine going around asking people, why does your head look like a Mickey Mouse hat? People already asked about the low-hanging fruit Doug Polk video. Obviously, that's how he operates. Hopefully, you've been around for more than a week. You know that's his shtick. And you all know that I don't like, well, nonsense. And clearly his whole shtick is pure nonsense. But a lot of people love nonsense. That's why a lot of people are bad at poker. Because they love nonsense. To be fair, though, if you put yourself out there, you are a public figure like Negreanu is, you have to accept that some number of internet trolls are going to spend their time trying to drag you down. And that's okay, right? They're allowed to. The tough thing I think a lot of trolls don't get is that, like, why should you not be a troll? Besides, like, obviously it just makes you piece of trash. The issue is that if you ever want to have a future in that industry, no one's going to work with you. And also people aren't going to trust you. Because if you're willing to make fun of one player, you're obviously willing to make fun of any player at any point in time. And at that point, you start to not be someone who will get any, call it action anymore. Guess we just check raise this, right? We could call. Let's just raise. And you clearly don't want to become essentially shadow banned from an industry because no one likes you. Unless, of course, you're just done with the industry, right? Like, I think Polk's made it clear. He doesn't like poker, doesn't like poker players, and screw you guys, right? So, hey, who cares, right? That's a good board. It's an interesting thing, though. I think a lot of people see trolly people like, oh, yeah, they're willing to say the truth or something like this. But in reality, a lot of people are just trying to get attention, and they do it in whatever ways they can get attention. And an easy way to get attention is to find someone who's slightly out of line and then just pile on them. How long should it take for Gemini to verify your identity? I don't know. I'm not a representative for their sites. Oh, Jesus. You all got me distracted. Min re-raise. Mediocre poker pros, shots fired. I think everyone knows all the people who play on ACR are not the absolute best poker players in the world. That should be kind of obvious. Search them on the internet. Says the guy who's missed men clicking. I'm not the best poker player in the world either. It's very important to understand the situation you're in. And if you're playing small stakes on an online, unlicensed gambling site for a living, you're probably not one of the best poker players in the world. Hate to break it to you. It's not shots fired, it's just the truth. A lot of people think that saying the honest truth is you somehow trying to fight someone, right? It is interesting because there is a fine line between being like a stone troll and also just speaking honestly and logically and rationally in a way that's not designed to stir the pot, right? I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just trying to keep all of your money safe. And I hope you all realize that. Is this stream on delay? I sure hope it is. It wasn't the other day. Jun Yu Zhang's thinking, all right, where's Jonathan? I'm going to get in this table. I'm going to stream snipe him. What's your ROI at these stakes? Or is everyone good? Everyone's not good on these sites. It's hard to know what the ROI is because it really just depends on the high stakes games you play. And also, like, how exactly are you calculating it? My estimations, we're probably going to make about 25% on average, roughly. Just playing like 16 tables of $50 and buy and higher games. I don't expect to have some like giant ROI or anything. The way Sharks Go calculated was like 60% or something recently. But again, there's just tons of variance. I haven't put in much volume. Okay. We're grinding. Okay. Raise, call, 3-bet. This guy is insane, so we're going to see a flop. The only way this could go horribly wrong is if this guy goes all in. He probably shouldn't go all in all that often, given he just called my initial pre-flop raise. I mean, I guess he could have aces every once in a while, and if he does have aces, whatever. This guy gets punished, not me. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I think this is an all-in. Interestingly enough. Easy call, guys. No chips. Oh, gosh. Clearly, we're just not going to fold here. I mean, whenever this guy has stats this loose, there's just no way we can get out of this hand. It's tough because, like, we just lose aces, kings, and queens. We're just dead. But it's fine. So do we bet the turn if he checks? I think we go small and don't fold. I mean, so look, we're just going to pay off here, I think. It's very easy for him to have ace, king, ace, queen. Ace 5, right? His hand looks a lot like aces. Ace and ace, which guy's clearly loose and aggressive, right? So he's not going to have only aces here. So the way you got to think about these spots is he has 18 combinations of nuts, right? 18, 19, 20 combinations of nuts. And how many combinations of bluffs, right? Like ace, king, and ace, queen are clearly some. That's loads. Check here. No reason to value bet because he could have aces. He has king queen offsuit, right? So like clearly has more than just nuts. And if he jams river there, like I'm surprised he didn't jam river there. Seems like a nice spot to jam. I mean, his fear is that I'm just sitting here with like jacks or tens, which obviously I could have. So anyway, I think that's a spot where you have to stick around if he does have lots of bluffs in his range. Because the thing is, you don't know which ones he's going to bluff, but there's really only 20 combinations of nuts, which is not all that many, and there's loads of non-nut hands that we beat. He could also just be value betting like ace-jack, too. Don't forget that. Oh, I love seeing this guy on my left. His name's I Eat Faces, but I always think it's I Eat Feces. It just makes me laugh inside. Oh, maybe this is a children's stream. I'll try to drill it. No, now Feces is going to just... He heard me. Feces heard me say that about him. I'm sorry, Feces. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean it, man. Now I'm hoping for Turk Malloy to have the nuts. I go from hoping Turk Malloy has nothing to now, like, please, Turk Malloy, just have the nuts and protect me. Because obviously I always have garbage. Oh, man. How much of my bankroll does this represent? My whole bankroll? We talked about it earlier. We have like roughly $2 million-ish for like straight poker. Did I just raise this? I guess I do. So if we're putting in $10,000 to $15,000 out of $2 million, that represents what? 0.75%? Is that right? We're true gamblers here. I told all of you, keep good bankroll management. That's for the whole day, too. Like, obviously, on the day, you get some money back sometimes. Sometimes. Every once in a while. It is tough, though, because, like, whenever you... Like, I don't know how much volume we've put in since COVID started. Probably, what, 100K? 100K in buy-ins? But, like, we're probably just going to be in for, like, 4 bullets in this $2,500 game, right? So that's just $10,000 that's we're not going to get back the vast majority of the time. But that really is the tough thing about playing very, very high variance games like this, is that, like, you're just going to feel the full brunt of variance. All the shills out there are telling everybody, oh, make sure you get in the venom. Like, yeah, because you're going to feel the full brunt of variance and go broke. You don't really want to be feeling the full brunt of variance. When you're playing giant field events, I mean, hopefully you all know what you're signed up for. But you're signing up for maximum pain in exchange for a nice high win rate every once in a while. Live streams always turn into philosophy sessions. Do we triple this? Sure, right? Go 9 here. It's going to be... okay, 9's good. Obviously, he could have a king, but obviously I have loads of kings. I have all the kings. He has some of the kings. I have all the kings. Looks like we got the fold. You'll be back when the freeloaders and trolls are gone. We are going to go private soon. We have a private stream starting in 20 minutes. If you're not a poker coaching member, I'm serious. We are ending this stream in 20 minutes. And then we're going to give away 5% of this tournament to one of you. This $2,500 tournament we've been bluffing our rumps off in, I'm going to give away 5% of it. Last week, the person we gave action to won $750 or so. The week before that, they won $800. So we are literally giving away free money to all of you. So make sure you are a poker coaching member. You can get access completely for free. pokercoaching.com/5free. You may have to go to www.pokercoaching.com/5free. So go sign up. It will charge you after 5 days if you do not cancel. I will not be offended if you cancel. Just cancel. You can cancel immediately. You can sign up, get the links to the stream, cancel immediately. Easy game. All right, this guy's going to have the nuts, but you can't really fold the king-jack suited. Hand's great. You're put off by my accusatory attitude. I wonder what I'm accusing people of. What do I accuse people of? I would love to know. Accusatory attitude. Okay. This guy's have a lot of ace-king, right? He could have jacks. Could have tens. I don't think I even want to try to bluff the guy off anything at this point, though. Just check it down. Check, checked, whatever. He wins. Ace-king, brutal. Maybe we should have just gone for it. Oh! I accused you of trying to stream snipe. Obviously, that's a joke. If you don't get that, that's a joke. I mean, this may not be the stream for you. Obviously, you're not going to be able to stream snipe a poker player who's playing on a 5-minute delay. It just doesn't work. We make jokes around here every once in a while. This is an entertainment stream. I think we bet turn, and I think we actually don't bet river here because we beat all the other draws. He's never folding an ace. I don't think we're going to get an 8 to fold necessarily on the turn, but very likely we will. So we just check here. It's fine. He has a 9 and a 7, right? And we win, which is why we don't need to bluff river. Beautiful hand, huh? Beautiful. Maximum value of that king high. Look, everyone, if you're here on the stream and I say anything that offends you, I apologize. I'm not really trying to be offensive, but I may make a joke or two today at some point that you don't enjoy. It's a tough thing about being a comedian and all, as all of us streamers clearly are, because we can't be any good at poker, is that all your jokes aren't going to land. And to be fair, you didn't agree to be part of the joke. Well, maybe you did because you asked the question. If you ask a question, you kind of agree to be part of it. Very exploitative, obviously. Please just fold. Make it look good. Make me look good, please. John Tarheel. His heels are made of tar. Please just fold. Or 3-bet me. Ooh, so good. Yum, yum, yum. If I started playing poker today, I'm just going to fold here. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to call. This guy does have loose stats. Maybe we can stack him if we get there. I guess I'll peel. Oh, gosh. So if this board was not ace high, I think I would bet turn and river. Like say it was jack high and it came off a 5, I would definitely bluff. But when it's an ace high, the guy just never folds an ace, right? So I don't think we need to bluff on this one. Maybe I'm supposed to, though. Like, I have like literally no garbage here, or almost no garbage. If I started playing poker today, what would I do? I would get Mastering Small Stakes No Limit Hold'em. I would sign up for pokercoaching.com. I would go through the fundamentals course and all of the past homework. I would do all of that. And then I wouldn't be playing any yet. Notice I didn't say I'd be playing poker yet. Then I would probably get into small field tournaments. That's what I would do. I'd play small field tournaments right off the get. Or I'd play small stakes cash games, depending on how like consistent you want the money to be. So we'll call again on the turn and then fold the river. This is a nice spot for the minimum bet on the river, I think. With the Jack-10 suited, why didn't I go for value? Because he could easily have aces and kings and queens. No, I lose aces and kings and queens. There were, on a board of Jack, a 10-3-3, or Jack 3-3-10, I still lose aces, kings, and queens. If there was not 2 3s on the board, and it was like 3 and 2 on the board, then I would definitely value bet, right? So I don't only lose to exactly a small portion of hands. Because the opponent would have ace, ace, 3-3, jack, whereas I would have jack, jack, 10-10. Did you guys see that value bet for one big blind get called? He had ace high. Is my variance high. Variance is very high in tournaments, especially high in giant field tournaments. My stats are just insane today. It looks like we came to play, huh? 29, 22, 33, 27, blah, blah, blah. You couldn't lose 10K regularly. Well, that's why it's important to have a proper bankroll, right? Very important to have a proper bankroll. This is good. This is so good. Gobble, gobble, gobble. 5-5. That's not fair. Wow. We're not getting naggy too hard today. Don't forget, at the end of the last level, we lost like 4 tournaments in like a 5-second spread. You think it's going to happen again? You can place your bets now if you'd like. We'll let Putin have it. You got to be careful when you're playing against Russia, because you never know what they have going on. I mean, we're just going to 4-bet. What is this game? $200 random? 16, right? Sure. Obviously, we call it off. Sometimes we lose. Blah, blah, blah. You know. You know the drill. How would you make out without the heads-up display? I personally would make out way worse because I lean pretty heavy on this thing. You watched me? I mean, obviously, we're just not trying to fold this. I think we just call off. It kind of sucks we have the jack of diamonds in our hand because that blocks many of the obvious draws, right? Call. 10-8 of diamonds. Good thing I didn't bet turn, I guess. Check, check, check. You got me. Okay, so another very bad call there. Whenever you're out of position, you really just have to be very tight in multi-way pots. You just cannot call with air. Out of position. There's 4 to my left in the 55. Where? 1, 2, 3, 4. You're this one? Oh no, you're this one. I was gonna say, I got notes on this one. Cool, good luck. Enjoy yourself. Don't stack me. I will triple barrel you if I have the opportunity. If they don't like it, they can get out. Did I say it properly? Oh, we're having too much fun today. All right, here we go, buddy. Oh, Kathy B, I wasn't really apologizing. That was also a joke. I'm telling you, there are going to be many levels here today. I was also joking earlier when I said I got Nicki Minaj pregnant. I didn't really get her pregnant. That was a joke. It was the cocaine dealer. Or the Coca-Cola dealer, one of the two. Wasn't me. I'm happily married. All right. Oh, you all are having too much fun today. I'm glad you're all here with me. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. All the poker coaching homework? I should do all of it? Yes. If you do all of it, you'll be good. You want to be good or not good? I'm telling you. I've had a lot of poker coaching students do exactly what I tell them to do, and now they are crushing it. And I tell them to go through all the homework. It's not the most exciting thing in the world to do, but it's not actually all that hard once you get the hang of it. I know if you do one a month, it's kind of like tedious and whatnot, right? But if you just like sit down and do 4 or 5 of them, you'll get to where you can do a homework in like 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And then you'll be good to go. You're in event number 31 of the World Series. Good luck, good luck. You burned $100 in high variance games. Well, it's what you get when you sign up for high variance games, am I right? Small 3-bet, so I will fold. Like right there, right? That's just, there's loads of examples of spots like that where without a heads-up display, I would just be very, very lost. But with a heads-up display, we get to make slightly exploitative plays, right? We get to fold, no problem. Not a great flop. you think small stakes cash games are more consistent than tournaments? Yeah, cash games are always going to be more consistent than tournaments because there's like way less variance, right? In tournaments, you win almost never. In cash games, you win, I don't know, 50, 60, 70% of the time. It's just important to realize. So it's important to understand what you sign up for. So many people just don't understand it. They think that they're supposed to win all the time. I mean, I'm telling you, people literally think they're supposed to win all the time. And you're just not. I hate to break it to you. You're just not going to win all the time. And you're especially not going to win all the time in high variance tournaments. The issue is a lot of people start off running very hot early in their poker career, and then they think that that's just normal. All right, so look, I'm going to go for value here, but I certainly don't love it. Don't think we want to go too big. If he raises me out of my seat, obviously I'm going to be sick. Don't make me sick. Don't make me sick. Just have the jack. Just have the jack, please. 9s, call it nothing. All right, great. That was the $50 game, to be fair. Oh, that was our guy. I told you I was going to triple barrel you. Oh, goodness, that's unlucky. All right, this guy is an insane 3-bet, and he's pretty active, so we're going to call it off here with the king-queen. There you go. He has an ace and a queen. We're behind. We're just a wee bit behind here. Almost in the money. Maybe I should have folded, given we're almost in the money. That would have been smarter. Yeah, fold versus Putin unless you have their backing. Then you can, of course, call because you're getting dumped to. You all know I'm not backed by any gambling operation. So, there you go. Which heads-up display do I use? Check out pokercoaching.com/HUD. It's completely free to get my setup. Literally free. I'm telling you, I give away almost everything I have for free. Ready to sign up for the giveaway. You're a little bit late, but go to twitter.com/pokercoach and click retweet. All right, well, let's take a little assessment of what we've done so far. We've been here for 2 hours. In this $2,500 tournament, I think we started with, I don't even know how many we started with. Let's see. Let's take a look. Does it tell me? Started with, I don't know. Well, if average is 308, it must have been like 300. So we started with 300K. We have 471,000. And we got very unlucky in one hand. So that's nice. $600 game. We are in the middle of the pack, almost in the money. We had to buy in twice. We have 100,000. How many did we start with in this? Who knows? We're doing great in the $1,000 tournament. We busted a bunch of these small birds, but that's okay. Average is 145. So we have 100. So we're in the middle. Oh, we started with 50. So I have 2 starting stacks. Great. So we have what we bought. And then we have a bunch of, well, a few little games. So it's been a solid 2 hours, even though we did get pooed on quite hard so far, in my opinion. But luckily, it doesn't matter. Oh, wow. We're doing great in this. What's this? Big 55. Fantastic. Almost in the money in this thing. Let's see if we get there. It's nice to put on a solid 2-hour show for all of you, but we are going to go private starting literally right now. If you want to get access, go to pokercoaching.com/5free. If you're a Poker Coaching member, log into Poker Coaching, click in the top right-hand corner of the dashboard. You'll see the links to the private stream. We are going to be going there right now, okay? It's hard to know if you're joking because of the perfect poker face. I have a pretty good poker face. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. Definitely top, would it be egotistical to say top 300 poker faces in the world? I think I'm probably in the top 300. All right. I'm going to take a break. I'll see you all soon at the new private stream for Poker Coaching members. If you're not a member, you're missing out, I promise. Make good use of your time. Studying, getting better at something, and improving yourself is the